It's day 25 of the 25 most notable American whiskeys of 2020. Merry Christmas and hello, I'm Chad.
I'm Sarah.
And it's Bourbon night. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, happy holidays.
Just have a great day.
Yeah, great day to you. Sarah, we've got this here. There's only one thing left. We know what it is.
Yes, but for show, you got it.
Where is it?
You guys, don't you love Chad's festive coat?
It's nice, right?
Okay, I will.
Thank you. Today, we will be trying Four Roses, the 2020 LE small batch.
Woo!
Yeah.
What a little treat.
Yeah. Well, I was wondering what was going to be our final, and
Feels
this,
semi-appropriate.
yeah, this works.
I mean, you know, I think any one of these in this whole lineup would have made it good.
Yes.
A good holiday treat. But
Agreed. Four Roses, the small batch LEs, and occasionally when they have single barrel LEs, are always ones that we go after, and we have since 2015. So this is a little holiday tradition for us.
it is a little tradition.
This actually was the year that we thought, among a few other bottles, this was going to be the year that that tradition broke, and then we weren't going to be able to find one. But thanks to our good buddy Swan,
We
were able to find one.
He
So,
comes
thank
through.
you. Yeah.
This was, fun fact, not this, but Four Roses limited edition small batch was the second bottle that you and I stood in line for.
Yes, it was. Much
Way
easier
back.
5 years ago.
Yeah, that's right.
The bona fides on this, it's barrel strength. It's 55.7 proof, which makes it 111.4. Yeah, haha, how about that for that quick
think-
math? There's only 14,040 bottles in existence. This is bottle 6,636. They used to
I heard
put,
it's a good one.
They used to put the which of the recipes they chose to put in the small batch.
I remember that.
And as of a couple years ago, they don't do that anymore. So now you have to look it up on the internet.
And who wants to look on the
Which,
internet?
you know us, we don't do things like that before the show. So you guys can look it up.
I don't know. I also don't want to if it's good, it's good.
Right.
They chose it. I should just accept what's in here.
No, we accept it.
But if I didn't like it, I'd probably be curious what it was.
Sure. Well, that's a lot darker. Like not as the normal fruity floral that you get on a lot of Four Roses.
You know, this is reminding me of notes that I find in the regular small batch and the small batch select of like a little bit of spice, some cinnamon, and chocolate.
I'm getting more dark syrup.
Those
Yeah.
all sound delicious and desserty.
But some chocolate, yes. I get
definitely.
some chocolate and some
I-
dates and figs type of.
Yeah, I always get chocolate on the Four Roses, the regular small batch, so.
Yeah. But it smells seasonally appropriate.
It does. Woo! Little spice kick. What is that? A little bit of cherry.
Oh, yeah.
Cherry, dark chocolate.
Well, there's the fruit floral.
But there's a floral in there too, yeah. It's been a while since we've had this one.
It is. It is. And I'm glad that it's opened up. You know, we took about 4 ounces of this out to go in our sample bottles that were then blind for our 2020 Best of Contention.
That video coming soon.
Yeah, that video coming on New Year's Eve. So we have taken some out of the bottle and it's opened up in the bottle, and I think that time has helped it because I remember we opened this on a live. I feel like we opened it on a live.
I don't remember.
And the neck pour, I don't know. I remember our overall review of it was not as impressive as previous years. That's how we kind of ended up. And people in the comments are like, what are you talking about? It's delicious. And it is. It is really good. But we were just saying, from the neck pour anyway, that we thought previous years tasted a little bit more in line with our profile.
I gotta be honest, Chad, I stand by that. This is really good stuff. I would call it, and I don't like to use this word when we know that, but I would call it too smooth. In a way, and by that, I mean, for me, there's not a lot jumping out flavor-wise. It all kind of seems to blend together, and it's pretty soft for what do we say? 114?
111.
111.4. Still, 111.4.
Right.
It almost feels a little too soft on the palate.
Well,
compared to previous years, and I like that flavor jump out.
How about compared to previous day? Yesterday we had the Bardstown Bourbon Company 3, which was 110, so this is 1.4 proof higher.
I felt like it had
more. But I felt like that had more oomph. But Four Roses, I feel like has never been really known for their kick. And here's another thing, Sarah, that we got to think about. This is day 25.
Yeah.
So for the past 25 days, we've had the likes of Stagg Jr., George T. Stagg, other things that have kicked. The Discovery 4, which is a higher proof.
AKA, we're spoiled as hell.
Yeah, Knob Creek. Do we have anything Knob Creek?
No, the 12-year cast strength?
The 12-year cast strength, maybe?
Question mark? I don't
remember.
I don't even remember at this point. But we had a lot of really good stuff. I mean, the B-Tax.
The Parker's Heritage, which is 120 proof.
Right.
So we've had a lot of stuff very recently of high caliber. And then, maybe this is getting a little bit of the short straw because it is on day 25 and it is a little bit more subdued. But what I can say about it is it's very approachable. We can give it that. I feel like it's very approachable. It's very harmonious in the flavors. But I do agree with you what you're saying. Here on day 25, on Christmas Day, I want a little bit more of a present of a kick, and I just don't think that's its job. It leaves that for others out there,
Sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. In no way am I complaining about this bottle. It's really good. I think you hit the nail on the head with, I'm in the mindset of, okay, what's going to win the best of?
Yeah.
And thinking of the things that we've had in recent days that have given me all the magnificent mouthfeel, amazing, deep, dark, rich flavors that I love. Mm-hmm. And this one is just kind of floating somewhere in the middle. Like, it's good. The proof is good. The flavor's fine. It's good. I mean, it's there. It's definitely quality stuff. Mm-hmm. But it's just like not jumping to the top of the list for me.
Well, now I'm curious. So if you guys will indulge me, I am going to look up what recipes and ages are in this blend.
Please do.
Okay, this just in. I've been handed an iPhone. This just in. So it's non-chill filtered. That's great. We got the math correct with 111.4 proof.
Yay, we can do math.
Yay.
Basic math.
Features a 12-year-old bourbon from the OBSV recipe.
I love OBSVs.
Yes. A 12-year-old OESV.
Mm-hmm, I also.
A 19-year-old OBSK.
Uh-huh.
And a 16-year-old OESK.
I feel like the
So
Ks
OESKs.
and the Vs are very desired, So I don't know. You know what I think? While you were looking that up, I was thinking about maybe what is hampering my excitement about this bottle. Mm-hmm. There is a pepper note that is kind of goes with a bit of licorice in here. It's very faint, but for me, I can always pick it up and it is always a killer for me. Now, again, it's very subtle in this one. It's not jumping out. I had to think about it.
Yeah.
But when I thought about it, I was like, I think this is another reason why I'm not just super into it.
Well, the OE and the OB-SK is the slight spice of differing rye
Which I'm getting some slight spice.
values. And what else did I say?
V.
Oh, that's the delicate fruit.
Yeah.
So it's 1, 2, 6, and 7. So the delicate fruit of the V yeast and the slight spice of the K yeast.
I think it's just
I'm like 1, 2, 6, 7. Like, I don't know. It feels like that's just a little standard. Why didn't you throw in a little Q or
Maybe it just didn't.
We're not.
Oh, I don't.
We're not Brent Elliott.
Yeah, I don't ask Brent Elliott what he does. I'm not even allowed to talk to him anymore. So.
But because
of the restraining order.
Right. I am going to look like him in just a few years. We look similar.
They could be cousins.
Right. Yeah.
And I like to drink and then tell Brent that I like him.
Oh, boy. Hence that restraining order.
It's not real, but it might be.
But, picking the years, like a 19-year of this and a 16-year of this and a 12 and a 12, like that's...
Seems very curated.
From all of their stock, all the choices that they have, like, man, I want that job, but also am frightened by that
What
job.
an overwhelming job. And you have to
Yes.
like recall. You have to be able to taste it and recall it from the library later. Like, you know what I think would go together is this one thing that I had from a year or two ago that would go really nicely with this thing. And then you know what else we should pair with that?
And you're tasting it probably at 40 proof.
Basically
You know?
a chef, but with ingredients that only you ever really
Well, it's
get
very
to
much
taste.
a recipe, yeah.
I mean, definitely.
It's a
but-
seasonal menu, right? Seasonal item.
It is a seasonal item.
Mm.
I have definitely pinpointed that there's a dark cherry and a pepper note that in my mind reads as a little bit licorice, which is the reason why I think I'm not excited.
Okay. I think, I don't know.
It's growing on me the more I'm sipping it, though.
That 19 year in there and the 16 year in there, I would have thought it would have been a little bit more, maybe this is just wishful thinking, more of the Al Young type of
That's wishful thinking.
leather and tobacco. That's what after reading that, I'm surprised that those notes aren't in here because that's sort of what I'm clamoring for.
Yeah.
Like I wish that was in there, and I wish there was a little bit more brightness, perhaps. A little bit more Four Roses. This is, hey, I'll give them this. This is a different offering.
It is a little
It's
different.
not the chocolate lava cake that they're known for. Chef. Chocolate lava cake.
Hey,
The
play
movie
the
chef.
play your hits.
Play your hits. This isn't them playing their hits. This is them, going to the well and coming up with something new. Yeah, I'll give them that. And look, this is nitpicking a limited edition.
Oh,
for
I
Four
am
Roses.
totally nitpicking right now.
This is
it's
still
delicious.
very exceptional. We're completely nitpicking it and comparing it to other LEs from Four Roses that we've liked in the past.
So yeah, we're in our minds going through our files 2015 through 2020 and being like, well, how does this shake out in comparison?
Yeah.
This is another one, and I think we said this about the Old Fitz Bottled and Bond a few days ago, but this is another one where if you are semi-new to the bourbon world, but like looking to get into that low 100s, 110s proof range, and you want to spend a few extra bucks to get something nice and a limited edition to just like treat yourself, start your collection, whatever. I think you would be really happy with this bottle.
I agree.
Again, it has that approachability.
Yep.
It's got flavor.
Yep.
It's not super aggressive, but it's well-rounded. I'll give it that.
Exactly. It's approachable.
It is. I just, I think I may personally be an outlier too because I was not head over heels about the Al Young like everyone else was. I feel terrible repeating that now. I've grown to like it more over time, but like the year that it came out, it was on everybody's list and I was like, what am I not getting about this? It just wasn't my flavor profile for some reason.
No, and no one can fault you or anyone else for that, Sarah.
I left a bottle out there for someone else, and
really? You did? Because I would have taken it. Man, I tried to get another bottle of that so hard and could only get the one, but I'm glad I got it's sitting right back there.
It is back there.
I'm very glad that I do have it. And I was also going to say, for someone who's looking to get into the whiskey merch category, I feel like whiskyambitions.com is a great place to start because that's where you can get, Glencairns and rocks glasses and t-shirts.
None of the apparel that we're wearing because we're being
hoodies
festive.
and zip hoodies and everything else. Water glasses. That's whiskyambitions.com.
It is whiskyambitions.com.
Yeah, but what if someone is looking to support the channel? How could they?
If your goal in 2021, your New Year's resolution is to be more supportive, you could do that at patreon.com/itsbourbonnight for as little as $1 a month. It literally makes the dream work. It's actually teamwork.
Yeah.
That makes the dream work. But you get after the episode exclusives and patron only content, more stuff like that.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. So I think that would be a good resolution.
Good job.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm out, so as much as I
love
again nitpicked, I still drank it all.
No, it's delicious. I love actually smelling the glass after you drain it.
It is a different thing, but I think everyone should go back to it.
Yeah,
The remnants.
It's sort of the remnants. It's sort of like pouring it on your hands and
I like that too.
doing this thing. You're sort of getting the same.
If you're having trouble with nose notes at the end, go back to the nose after your glass is empty and just
This is actually the closest that I can find to walking into a rick house. Is right
I see
here,
what you mean.
An empty glass.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Chad, it's been 25 days.
It's
been a lot.
25 days.
But I enjoy it every year. It seems daunting when we start it, and by the end of it, I'm like, I'm so glad we did that. We changed it up this year. I think it was fun. I hope you guys thought it was fun. again, I got to treat myself every day for 25 days, which was great. Instead of the surprises are nice, but sometimes it's something, you know.
Well, it was still a mini surprise.
Mini surprises. I like drawing out the barrel. That was fun.
Yeah.
That
was
fun.
fun.
I had a good time. I think we might do it again this way next year.
So now you've seen 25, a peek into 25 of the ones that we've had in our blind. Of course, there's some more in there.
But we won't speak of those yet.
We won't speak of those until December 31st when we do a countdown of our top 10.
Doesn't that make sense?
This time it'll be in order.
Don't
our
you like
top
it?
10 favorite American whiskeys of 2020. So we're talking bourbon, we're talking rye, we're talking American whiskeys.
Talking finished
so,
stuff?
Finished stuff.
Can you believe?
All in the same playing field. We'll explain the rules in that video. But look for that.
Are you excited?
Coming soon. I'm super excited for that.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. And that's where we'll leave it. If you haven't subscribed to us already, what are you waiting for? You can click right up here. There's suggestions of other videos right here. Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, Chad.
Okay, it's been fun, guys. Until next time. Not tomorrow, until next time. Drink more bourbon.